population of values has a normal distribution with this mean and this standard deviation. And I intend to draw a random sample of size n equals 221. Now I would like you to find two different probabilities. First probability is if a single value is select, what is the probability this value is less than 110.8? So this is the probability, or this kind of calculation is something we have encountered in the past. And we know that the function we need to use is normal CDF. Less than means x goes from negative 10 to the power of 99 to 110.8, and the mean of this population is 108.4, and the standard deviation is 44.1. The second probability I ask you to find is if I draw a sample of n equals 221, and what is the probability the mean is less than 110.8? So previously we have that single value is less than 110.8. Here we have the mean of a sample is less than the same value. And the way we carry out this calculation is almost the same, except one thing. So we still start from negative 10 to the power of 99 and stop at 110.8. The mean of my sample mean is equivalent to the population mean, but here is the difference. The standard deviation of my sample mean will equal to 44.3 divided by square root of 221. So let's carry out those two calculations with our graphing calculator. The first one, I will pull out normal CDF, and the left boundary is negative 10 to the power of 99, comma 110.8, comma 108.4, comma 44.3. Close the parenthesis. I know if I'm going to make any mistake, I'm going to enter my number incorrectly. So I'm just double checking my entries. Everything looks correct. So let me press enter. And the probability is 0.5216. 0.5216. And the second probability, here's a trick. I know I'm going to enter pretty much the same thing. So let me be a little bit lazy. I'm going to enter second, enter. That will copy my previous entry, and I would just go back and change my standard deviation divided by square root of 221. close the parenthesis for the square root, and close the parenthesis again for the normal CDF. Press enter. Notice this probability is quite different from what I had previously. So that answer is 0.7897. And that difference comes from the difference in standard deviation. Notice in second case, the standard deviation is much smaller than the original standard deviation, which means when you draw a large sample and calculate the mean, the standard deviation of that mean is much more compact, or the distribution of that mean is much more compact than the original population. Here is the end of my recording, and if you have any more questions, please do not hesitate to contact me.